Good morning, nerds. Except it's not morning, it's really late at night.
No, it could be morning.
Okay, maybe it's morning somewhere.
It's all the time.
Maybe I'll upload this in a morning time, not a night time. Anyway, I am your host, Austin Jelly Pants Whitaker, and I'm joined by my beautiful co-host.
I'm just too stunning. You can't even talk.
I can't. I'm blinded by your beauty.
Oh my.
No, I'm
Oh
I'm
my.
I'm muted by your beauty. My wonderful co-host, Evan Crossland. How are you tonight, sir?
Damn, Skippy.
You're damn skippy?
Oh, I'm tired as
Yeah,
hell.
me too.
Yeah, this is a long week. Why are you working so late? Jesus.
Oh, that's just the way
We
we're doing a lot of transitions right now because we're getting ready for
uh
spring. So,
getting ready for spring. Woo!
yeah, they've been having us work
Well,
lately.
I got a map of Middle Earth.
Woo!
It's pretty
Is that
cool.
what that
It's
map
printed
is?
on silk.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's very nice.
Why is that not in a frame, Evan? Why do you not have it in a frame?
Because I haven't gone out and gotten a frame yet. But I'm planning on framing that, and then I have a bunch of other art prints that I need to frame.
Awesome.
So I figure go spend like $100 on frames one day.
Yeah, frames are expensive.
Speaking of spending way too much money,
Oh, yes.
segue.
Yeah.
That is what I have been doing like all week.
Just spending mass
But
amounts of money.
most importantly, I just did a very stupid thing
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
with my
Oh
money,
no, what'd you do?
which is I purchased a flight stick for Game Elite Dangerous, which I don't even own. I have not tried, and I don't know that I'll like. The game is $60.
Yeah.
The flight stick was $50.
Oh man.
That's $110 for a game that I haven't even played.
But those damn commercials, they're real convincing though.
But I watched those trailers so much, all the gameplay footage, and I'm like, this looks like the perfect game.
Oh, it's gonna be shit.
Oh, I hope so. I hope I am just like full of regret.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Well,
Oh,
what
man.
else have you been
But
up
yeah,
to
so
besides spending lots of money?
that's on order. I bought some more classic like games on the PS3's store,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went to buy some games on the 3DS and Wii U.
Uh-huh.
But every time I tried, when I got to like a certain stage, it would just be like, "Oh, we lost connection. You got to start over."
Oh,
And
really?
it got to the point where I just went, "Fine, you don't want my money. You don't get my money.
Sounds like
I'm trying to give it to you,
I'm pretty sure it's your
but you
fault.
won't let me."
I'm pretty sure it's your fault, Evan.
I don't know.
It's your awful internet there.
Whatever. Nintendo just
Because
hates me so much they won't even take my money now.
no, yeah, they don't even need your money.
When Zelda comes out, I'll like order it on Amazon, and then like I'll get an email that's like, we couldn't email it to you because clearly you like Zelda too much, and we don't want to let you have the things you like
Yeah,
because we're Nintendo.
yeah. Ah,
Work was a pain in the butt all
mm,
week,
yeah, I hear that.
but yeah, so that happened.
Nice.
Um, so that was my week. I didn't really do much besides spend all my money.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot either. I was on a Miyazaki kick this week.
Oh, nice.
I watched almost every Miyazaki film this last week. I watched um I watched Ponyo, I watched Spirited Away, I watched Kiki's Delivery Service, I watched Howl's Moving Castle finally, which was amazing. Um,
Oh, you've not seen that one
I hadn't seen it yet.
somehow.
Yeah, somehow I haven't seen it, but I saw it finally. I watched Up on Poppy Hill. I watched My Neighbor
Are you glad? Are you glad that I spoiled the twist thing for you
a little bit, yeah, because it was kind of
a little
weird.
bit? Because it would be really distracting.
Yeah, it would be.
It was very distracting.
Yeah.
I immediately paused the movie and went online and searched it to find out what was going to happen because I was just like, if this is a thing, I can't keep watching
Yeah.
this weird.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And then I watched My Neighbor Totoro again, which the first time I watched it, I didn't give it much of a shot, and I was kind of grumpy that day, and I hated it. I just hated it because of the main two characters. They just annoyed the hell out of me. So I watched it again. I made it through the entire thing this time. I still don't like it very much. I appreciate it for what it is, and I think that they captured what little kids are perfectly, but I just don't like that movie very well.
I think it is a perfectly fine movie. I am getting some serious echo on my side. Are you hearing this?
No, but you are breaking up a lot.
Huh, weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I guess we'll just
But I
keep
think,
rolling with
yeah,
it.
I think you'll be fine. I think we'll be
Okay.
okay. If it gets
If
too
we're
bad.
not,
If we have too
whatever.
many technical difficulties, I'm sure the fans will understand.
Yeah. No, they won't.
No, they won't. Anyway, I guess
Um,
I guess I can segue into news unless you got a news story for us today.
well, I figure my news story and your news story are the same news story at the start,
Oh, okay.
which the Microsoft conference.
Yeah, the Microsoft conference. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, so the fact that I'm getting Windows 10 for free
Yep. Well,
and I
if
never
you
had to touch Windows 8.
if you read the fine print, it's only for a limited time. You don't get it forever.
Oh, it is a limited trial.
Yeah, it's a trial run. It's
Are you
like
sure it's not like you can upgrade for the first couple weeks that it's out?
no, it says in the fine print. It says you get it for free, but you only get it for like a year and a half or something like that.
Well, what do you
And
do
then
after that year and a half? That's
I don't know.
bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to start paying a subscription fee like you have to do with Adobe, or if it's gonna be like,
No, you just have to buy the OS for like
yeah, probably.
$200
It's probably what it is. I feel
after they
like,
gave it to you for free and then they pull it out from under you.
yeah, basically. I
I
mean,
thought Microsoft was doing something that wasn't bullshit for once.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
What a load of crap.
But my favorite thing that they showed off was the new VR technology that they're working on.
Okay, that the whole time I couldn't appreciate how cool that was because of how angry it made me that they were referring to it as holograms and VR
Yeah,
when it was clearly AR
yeah.
that they're going for, and they're just like, "Oh, look at all these things floating around." I'm like, "No, it's
The
clearly a display in the glasses,
yeah.
augmented reality.
The hologram thing was kind of bothering me. I was like, they're not holograms.
They're not
They
holograms.
they're just made to
They're
look like
pictures
holograms.
on a screen in front of your eyes, but it's
Yeah.
just as good. I
Yeah.
just wish people would refer to things correctly."
Yeah.
Um, okay, so I don't know if you have anything else to say about Microsoft.
No, not really. I mean, just yeah, I thought that that was kind of cool that they jumped on that bandwagon, and I think with that being like the third company that's really working on something of that nature now, that means it's really going to be the next big thing, I think. You
Oh
know.
yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if like somehow movie theaters started incorporating similar technology in the next couple of years and like that became the next big thing in movies, or
I feel like
if that
uh,
became the next big thing in video games and stuff, like, with the
I'm
Oculus and
definitely
stuff like that
putting
coming
my
out.
money down on the Sony one,
Yeah, the Sony one looks good.
because even though it might not be as good as Oculus, they're going to force all of their developers to incorporate it,
Yeah.
meaning that it's going to have content.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the Oculus right now does not have much like actual game content. It's mostly like walk around a castle,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people are buying into the Oculus. Um,
I think it's going to
it's
be the
gonna be
best one.
it's gonna be the best one, but it's whether or not there's gonna be anything on it. Like
That's exactly it. I don't
yeah,
know that there's going to be enough support, whereas Sony can kind of force support
yeah,
for the PS4 and everything.
the PS5 will probably come out with the Oculus or their version, and
What is their version
I
called?
don't know what it's called.
It's not like we're both sitting in front of computers.
I don't know what you're sitting in front of. I'm sitting in front of a cave wall. I'm just a big
Um,
caveman, being cave-like.
oh yeah, that's what. Yeah, like the caveman.
I'm a
Project Morpheus. That's right.
Morpheus.
Also, the latest versions of Project Morpheus
Mm-hmm.
look hella cool.
Yeah.
The earlier versions looked super dumb, but like now they look like the guy from Star Trek.
Oh yeah. Who wears the like weird sunglasses across his face?
Yeah,
The guy from
yeah,
Reading Rainbow Man, LeVar or something.
yeah. Reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you wear Project Morpheus, you look like you could be reading Rainbow.
yeah. Well, the Microsoft
Oh
ones,
Jesus.
the new Microsoft one, looks kind of
Oh,
like that, a little bit bulkier, which I don't know why
um,
they chose to go that route. So
so
bulky.
there's a game out. I can't remember what it's called, but you
Mm-hmm.
know the Left 4 Dead multiplayer where like one of you plays as the zombie and one of and
Mm-hmm.
plays as the other people.
Yeah.
It's that game, but you got to dive down to the bottom of the ocean and find treasure, and
Is it
someone
the
else
Sharks
plays a
one?
shark.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That game has Oculus support
Does
or
it? That's funny.
Morpheus
Oh no,
support.
I did. I heard about that. I heard about that.
As if I wasn't just like terrified of that game enough. Now they're like, oh yeah, use it in full VR. I'm like, I would die. That would give me a heart attack. I'm afraid of sharks enough without that.
Well, at least on the
I
bright
cannot play that
side,
game.
that game does not. I've watched enough gameplay footage of it to know that it doesn't look that great.
Yeah,
It's
but it
not.
doesn't matter because the shark is gonna get you, Austin. You underestimate how afraid I am of the ocean.
I guess that's true.
I, I do not like being in the ocean.
Apparently
I
not.
I used to avoid swimming pools because of how afraid of sharks I am. Like,
All right.
and then I was like, oh, it's okay, I'll go in the river. There's no sharks in the river. But then I watched that documentary about the bull shark that swam like miles upstream and killed like 12 children.
You're like, nope, nope.
And I'm like, I'm never going in natural water again unless it is above a dam.
Yeah. Oh well, I was watching Stand by Me the other day, as I believe I mentioned before, and the
Will
scene where
Wheaton.
with the scene where they go swimming in the water and then they got out and the leeches were all over them. I just thought of you the whole time. It's just like leeches. Evan's least favorite thing.
Every Okay, I keep realizing just how many phobias I have. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, you're afraid of
That's,
a lot of things.
I
Most of them
can't
are in the water.
I can't like go near a lot of things. Most of them are animals,
Yeah.
but like really it's just animals. If it's not a dog or a cat or a ferret, I am just terrified of touching it. And
Yeah.
I've always been I just realized I've always been that way. I remember with like the manta rays at like SeaWorld or the zoo or the aquarium or whatever down in California. They had
Mhm.
that big manta ray petting pool.
Yeah.
We all went there, and my brother's like petting them. He's like, "Oh, it's so cool!" And they like paid for me to go pet them,
And you're like,
and
nope.
I'm like, "Nope, nope, I am not putting my hand in that water. There is no way I will pull out my arm with a hand still attached,
That's hilarious.
or a giant barb not going through it, even though they had their barbs removed." But I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just tired of it. No. And
Yeah.
like I go to the pet store and they have like bunnies and I won't pet bunnies because like bunnies if they bit you it would hurt
Mhm.
so bad. Bunnies have big teeth and I'm like no.
You had a bunny.
And I never touched it.
I know it just died.
Funny.
It just
Like
died of
I would
loneliness.
like barely try to pet its butt, and it would look at me, and I'd be like, "Oh no!"
And then it would just poop a little. Just,
Just be like, "Don't do that again." I know
don't
where you're
don't you touch me.
I will find you and I will bite you.
Arr, my big
Animals
two
will bite
teeth.
me. And then like bugs are gross,
Bugs are gross.
and like spiders and bugs like don't freak me out from across the room or anything.
Yeah.
But there are some people who will like squash a spider barehanded or something.
Yeah, I
And I'm
can't
like,
do
no,
that
if I
really.
squash a spider barehanded, its fangs will end up in my hand and it will kill me.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of spider it is, it's going to kill me.
Well, did I ever tell you the story of when I of the like the second time I've ever been stung by a bee? I was like 10 and there was a dead bee on the ground and I stepped on it to make sure it was dead and I was barefoot and I stung myself.
Um, yeah, I've been
God
stung
damn
by
it.
a bee twice, both times inside my ear. So,
Which is so weird.
because bugs fly in my ears.
I know it's weird.
Every bug that flies into
You
my
have
ear.
giant
Awful.
ears.
So,
That's
like,
why.
at this point, I don't have giant ears.
You do. You have these giant
No.
ears that are caves,
But
bug
now,
caves.
so now, like, if I see a bee, I just stop moving and cover my ears. And just like
No,
it's one step
no,
short of going into the fetal position. Like I'm just like, no, this
no,
bee is going to go in
no.
my ears and it's gonna get lodged in there, and I'm gonna try to like dig it out, and it'll like
Uh,
sting me and get break my eardrum, and my brains will fall out. I don't.
ugh,
No, no.
no, just no. Did you hear? Did you? Speaking of bugs, did you hear about the cicada thing? The 15-year cicadas that like they like disappear and then they come back
Yeah,
every
the
like
background track of all animes that take place during the summer.
something like that.
Yeah,
But anyway, on the east coast of the United States, it's happening right now, and
the happening.
I believe it's happening like right
Is
now,
it the trees?
and so there's just gonna be cicadas everywhere.
Oh, awesome.
It's just gonna be nasty
Well,
and
that's what they
gross for
get
like.
for having my house covered in those cilantro bugs.
Yeah, I know, right? Except cicadas are a lot bigger.
And they make noises that
They make
just be
awful
super
noises.
annoying.
Yeah. And then they just die. They just leave their shells everywhere.
Uh-huh.
It's gross. Just grossness. Anyway,
I searched Project Morpheus and I
yeah.
found this picture of like this little old lady. There's like the definition of an old lady. She's got like the short, puffy, tall hair and like a
Yeah.
big gold chain necklace thing and big earrings and like a little brown vest. And she's this little old lady and she's wearing like VR goggles from the 80s and like VR like gloves,
Yeah.
and she's standing in this weird room, and it's just like I don't know, it looks hilarious. This
That's
little old lady
awesome.
like clearly from the 80s, just this is what the future will be like. Oh
In the year 2000, cars will fly.
no! My children are going to be grabbing the boobs of their waifus. I think that was like the first thing developed for Oculus
Yeah.
was like a waifu game.
Yep.
It's truly the future.
Oh,
You think they would
okay.
have like
So,
DLC for like bigger boobs? It's like the cheap version comes with like A cups. In order to upgrade, you have to pay like $10 for each cup
for
size.
each boob, just you have to pay for each boob. Just
It's $20 to upgrade them both.
yeah.
You could have one character, or you could spend $20 on just one boob
Yeah,
and have one
exactly.
giant boob.
One giant one. Everybody's walking lopsided. Uh. Anyway, the
So,
second
okay.
our second news story of the day is probably gonna make you kind of sad. Nintendo Club is closing.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. I have to spend
Yeah.
my like over 1,000 coins that I have there with my
Yep.
premium platinum membership
Yeah, you got to spend
that I
them.
got this year.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck this shit.
I know,
Nintendo?
right?
Nintendo,
Well,
have you ever like not just totally screwed me over? Like, every day Nintendo does something. They're like, hey, Evan, you like this? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And they're like, yeah, well, fuck you.
yep,
Every
basically.
time. Every time, I swear. Like, Reggie has the ability to watch my webcam and find out what I like.
They do. They use your 3DS. They just turn on the webcam and they just.
Yeah, and they just watch me. And
Yep.
they're like, we know what you want, Evan. We're gonna take it away from you. We're gonna take it all away.
It's
You
all
buy a Wii
ours.
U, we're gonna start talking about a new console.
Uh,
Oh, god damn it.
yep.
Yeah, so that's happening. They have like nothing good right now, but because they're closing it soon, the website currently pretty much just says next month we're going to be coming out with a ton of cool stuff for you
Yeah,
to
that's what I
spend all your
heard.
coins on before it's gone. So
Yeah,
I'm excited for that actually. I feel
and
like I might be able to get something cool.
I have a couple of games that haven't been registered yet that I might just send you so you can get as many coins as possible.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, I got, I just got Fantasy Life and that I haven't used that code and
Oh yeah, totes.
I don't even know what other codes I have that haven't used. So
So there was some casting news for the Star Wars spin-off film,
which one?
the one that rumored to be
What?
the rumored bounty hunter spin-off Star Wars
Oh, the
movie.
Bounty Hunter one. Yeah. Okay.
Um, Sorry, spin-off will feature both Han Solo and Boba Fett. Yeah, whatever. Um,
Whatever.
there's some casting news, and they cast this one woman. I can't remember what her name is now, but I was listening to something where they were talking about her, and I was like, oh man, it's bounty hunters. Which, if you paid attention to Clone Wars, and like this chick,
Is it the bald white chick? That's
she
like
could
she's like.
totally play Asajj Ventress.
Oh, you think Asajj Ventress?
Because Asajj becomes a bounty hunter
Yeah.
at the end of Clone Wars and starts hanging out with Dengar and Bosk and everything. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit! If they could do a live action Asajj Ventress like being a badass,
That would be
I
cool.
really like Asajj Ventress at the end.
Yeah, that was cool when she teams up with like Ahsoka and the underworld stuff. That
Yeah,
was
she's
really
just like,
cool.
fuck you, Dooku. I'm gonna go be my own woman. I don't need no man.
But they do need to do the that female bounty hunter.
The girl with the
Um,
antenna.
no, no, no. Is it an antenna?
Coming
The
out of
the
her head.
one I don't remember her name. Um, she's got like the pale white skin and the red ponytail hair.
Yeah, and she's got an antenna sticking out of her head.
Oh, does she? Oh, she does have antennas
Yeah,
or an antenna.
yeah, she does
No,
have
yeah,
an
I never
antenna.
noticed that.
Um,
Yeah,
it's
they'll
barely
need the character
noticeable
to play her.
except for in her action figure where it's giant. And she just has like a giant stick sticking out of her head.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Uh,
ever noticed it. That's weird.
yeah, she has some kind of like implant.
That's a really bad design to
That
me.
oh, but it's cool.
No, it's not. She looks like a space unicorn
No, she looks
lady.
awesome. Oh, it's coming at the side of her
Uh
head.
huh.
I don't know what you're talking about,
Sure, that's
man.
cool. But yeah, no, I love the bounty hunters. They were always my favorite from Star Wars.
Yeah.
I
Um,
I think Bosk has always been one of my favorites. I love Bosk. So to see Bosk in action would be really awesome.
yeah. Uh, I would also I mean, like, I'd like to see pretty much any of the bounty hunters that showed up in Clone Wars to come back. They were all pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I don't really like the what's his name, the blue one.
You
I
don't
don't
like
like him
Cad
very.
Bane?
I don't really like Cad
You're
Bane. It's his
wrong.
hat. It's his hat. I
Oh,
don't
but
like the
dude, his
hat.
hat's so cool.
It doesn't feel Star Wars to me. It feels
Okay,
like
look up
cowboy. I don't.
Star Wars
Yeah.
EMBO. What, like EMBO is a name. Embo. This guy is so cool.
This guy looks cool. Wait, he looks familiar.
You
He
may,
was in Clone Wars, wasn't he?
yeah, yeah. He was one of the bounty hunters that kept showing up, but like his allegiance
Yeah, he's a
moved, and
badass. He's really cool.
but yeah, like he'd
He's
chuck his hat at people, and
yeah, he's like a
he's like a
freaking
samurai kind of
yeah, he's a
thing going
space
on.
samurai guy. Like that's cool. That's Star Wars though. There's lots of Asian stuff in Star Wars
Yeah,
that
no.
makes
As
sense to
soon as
me.
I saw that character design, I was like, shit, that's awesome. Then
Yeah,
again,
I know
it's kind
he's
of
really
weird to
cool.
think that anyone from Clone Wars could show up in. Sorry,
Live
my
action
voice is
movie.
starting to go. My throat's been killing me for the last few days, and I haven't talked this much.
Me too.
Um,
I'm actually kind of losing my voice
Coming
today,
down with
so
something.
yeah, me too.
Um, because
Oh,
like
her
that
name
took
is
place 20
Aura Singh.
years. Oh yeah,
Aura Singh was the chick with the antenna and the red hair
yeah.
chick,
Because
but
Clone Wars takes place like 10, 20 years before. Oh no, it takes place like 20 years before A New Hope, and then this
yeah,
movie's gonna take place like 30 years after.
yeah, it,
So
it
it's been
is.
like 50 years since the Clone Wars.
It doesn't make a lot of sense that they
So
were
you
all
have
there.
to like you can only pick very specific people that could show up.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, like there were a lot of bounty hunters that didn't show up in Clone Wars, like Zucus
Zuckuss, I
and
believe, is the
is it Zuckus? I thought it was Zucus,
pronunciation, but I'm not positive. You know who should
but
show up? My main man, IG-88.
IG-88 is awesome, and he should show up for sure because
He
he's the
should
coolest.
get his own film.
He should.
This just run
His
that whole storyline.
his backstory is amazing.
IG-88's so cool.
Um, oh, I don't even know, man.
I don't even know,
IG-88
man.
is
No, they should have Dangar show up and just have everyone be like, "Shut up, Dangar,"
yeah.
and he'll be like, "Oh, Trico,
Trico, shut up, Trico.
shut up, Trico. No one likes you. You're the
Son of
worst."
I hate you, Trico.
Speaking of the worst Pokemon,
Yeah.
fucking Trico. I changed my answer.
You changed your answer from
I
last
changed my
week.
answer from last week. It's Trico.
Oh, Trico.
Trico. Fucking Trico. Who picks uh grass type starters like dumb
People
people?
who want to make the game harder for themselves.
Actually, it usually makes it easier, but that's
Really? I always
dumb.
find that it makes it
Well, the
harder.
first two gyms are usually weak to grass.
Yeah, but
So
after
it makes
that
the
it gets
beginning of
it
the
gets
game easy,
harder.
and after the first two uh gyms, you have enough Pokemon to train that you should be able to have a wide variety and everything.
I don't know. I always think fire type is the way to go. It's the easiest.
I think fire type is the
Gives
way
you
to
the
go
best
because it's
results.
badass. Okay, so I typed in Asajj Ventress,
Yeah.
and the top suggestions are lightsaber, death, hot. And I'm like, really? Asajj Ventress is a lot of things. She never came off as hot to me. And
No,
like
me either.
and like I romanced Jack in Mass Effect, so like I have nothing against the bald chick with a bad attitude. That's kind of hot on its own, but like she was clearly terrifying.
Yeah, no. She
Yeah.
was not. Yeah, she was kind of. Although she's got a really badass helmet when she goes bounty hunter. I like her helmet.
I don't
a lot.
remember her helmet.
It's really
I remember
cool.
her wearing her like spooky robes, but
Yeah, I like her helmet. Her helmet was cool.
huh. Okay.
Just go on, type in the Saj Ventress
Yeah,
helmet.
man. Um,
I always thought it was cool.
yeah. So, oops.
She doesn't wear it very often or very long, so
Yeah. That was a cool episode. Clone Wars was a good show.
it was decent. It was pretty decent. I
At
liked.
least after the first few episodes. Oh shit, that is a cool helmet. Oh man,
Yeah.
she looks cool. Man, she's a cool character. I really appreciate that.
The thing that was always interesting to me is that she was this Sith character that was never talked about, like in the movies, in the prequel movies. Like she was this character who was there and never was mentioned.
Technically, well, um, yeah, yes and no. Like they, they didn't really know about her until after the second movie, and then
Yeah,
by the third movie, she had stopped being a Sith.
yeah.
So
But
she
well,
really
that's
only
why it
was,
works.
yeah, she was
But
only in the
it's
public eye in between the two.
but it's silly. It's silly to me that
Also, she was never technically a Sith,
no, yeah, she was. I don't
because
know what you'd classify her as.
she's just a dark Jedi or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, she
Well,
was like,
now
because her
she's
and
the first
Dooku, I don't know,
Inquisitor.
maybe you could call her like a false Sith or something like that, because Dooku was
Mm,
clearly attempting to eventually make, like, she was his apprentice, and eventually
yeah,
they would take over and be the master and apprentice rule of two kind of thing.
yeah,
Um, but was Dooku still like his main apprentice through all of that?
yeah,
The Emperor's main apprentice?
yep. Because it was all after Darth Maul had gone,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
so she was his like secret apprentice basically.
mm-hmm,
He was gonna
yeah, and
kill the
when
Emperor and then take over and then she would be his apprentice.
yeah, and then the Emperor found out about her, and
Got
that's
very
when Dooku
upset.
had to kill her. But
Did she ever get hair? Because there's some
no,
fan art of her with basically my haircut,
I think that's not her. I think that's her mother.
and I would tap that. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Her craziness goes a little past my actual like level of being like, oh yeah, daddy
She's a little
issues.
crazy, but you know
Oh,
what?
she's a little too crazy.
I like them crazy girls. They're
I like them
fun.
crazy girls in video games and TV and stuff. Not in real life.
Not in
I
real
like the
life.
idea of it. As soon as I'm actually confronted with it, I'm just like, no,
Nope. Nope.
can't do this.
So, do we have any other news this week? Anything else that
Um,
came up? I can't think of anything.
oh, I can't think of news that's happened yet. Watch, like tomorrow, a giant news thing will drop. I don't even know
I
what
know,
could
right?
drop, seeing as how. Yeah, dude, there's a Jedi Padawan Asajj Ventress, so it's like when she was still learning from Dooku as like a Jedi or something. I don't know, but she had a mohawk
Mm.
and it's down, and I'm like, that's hot.
Apparently, there's a 10% off PSN discount now available.
Yes, right now it's actually off. It's a one-time purchase off of your entire cart, so
Wow.
you can apply that 10% discount to as much as you want. There's also a ton of really good indie games on Indie Game Flash Sale right now. That's ending sometime soon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, PSN's doing some good stuff right now. But yeah. But yeah, not a lot going on right now. Everything was announced in the last couple weeks and months and such.
It looks like new footage for the Pokemon fighting game came out where
Yeah,
Pikachu's fighting Lucario.
yeah, it's dumb. It looks like a
But yeah,
Pokemon fighting game.
yeah, nobody really gives much of
A
a
lot
care
of
about
people
that.
care. I'm just not one
Eh,
of them.
eh.
Yeah,
People who like
Yarvin,
Street Fighter a lot.
Yarvin, Flarvin, Yarvin. Doodle Bob. Oh, there is not news, but news uh, about me, which is the most important news, of course. Uh, I can... So have you seen the video from her where they flip it upside down and it shows Joaquin Phoenix's forehead and there's another face on it?
No, no, I haven't seen
You
that.
have not seen that?
No.
Okay, I am going to send you the link, and you're going to watch it on mute, and I am going to talk you through it, my story. Okay?
Okay.
So I just sent it to you on Facebook. So you can just
Okay.
search Joaquin Phoenix's forehead or forehead face or anything. It'll come up if you haven't seen this. It is.
Okay, hold on.
And so I thought of this the other day, and like I looked it up again. I had seen it a while ago, and I was like, "That's pretty funny.
Hmm.
It's pretty funny." But then today, I was sitting in traffic on my way home, and I thought of it just on my way home from work, and it had me laughing for like 5 minutes, just sitting in traffic, cracking up so hard I couldn't breathe. Just at this face on fucking Phoenix's forehead.
I don't see it.
You don't see the face?
Oh no, I do
Now
see it
you
now.
see it. It's the
Oh.
scariest looking face ever. It's so funny. Oh my god. Okay, so anyone who has not seen that, it's pretty great. Oh god, coughing hurts so bad.
It looks like Voldemort grew a goatee.
It looks like Voldemort got a neck beard.
Yeah. Oh, you
Okay.
know what? It looks like Nathan.
That's me. Nathan is a much
I'm
more
just
handsome version
I'm
of
just
this.
kidding.
They have a similar beard. I'm gonna tell Nathan that his beard reminds me of Joaquin Phoenix.
He's
Because
gonna be
he's
like,
not gonna
what?
get this far into our podcast, so we can say whatever we want.
Exactly.
Oh no, what's happening? Oh, so yeah, that happened. I was cracking up in the middle of traffic for like 5 minutes. Could not
I love when
breathe.
that
My
happens.
throat's killing me, and just totally happy with it. Joaquin Phoenix's forehead.
Hmm. Very nice.
Yeah, yeah. So that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
All right.
mhm.
Well, do you have a question for the day? Question of the day?
I have a couple I can pick from. Let me grab my phone.
Okay.
It's across the room.
Evan's now heading deep into the vaults
Yes.
of Nerd Corner to find the almighty secret questions that
Oh,
have
well,
been collected and
here's
protected.
here's the Ark of the Covenant. Don't need that. Here's the Holy Grail. Don't need that. We have a lot of holy artifacts down here.
Yeah, we should probably
Here
give those
is
back to the Vatican. I borrowed them.
here is a great hammer forged from the bones of Crom himself. But
Oh,
no,
and be careful with the spear that killed Christ over there.
oh, the Spear of
Just
Destiny. Yes, yeah,
yeah, just don't poke yourself on that.
yeah. I wouldn't want
It's
to.
it's very sharp.
I wouldn't want to poke myself on that. It was very bad.
You'd be
Uh,
surprised how sharp that is.
yeah. Yep. There's my phone. Okay. Um. Okay. So I found out. Okay, so this is going to make me seem like a horrible person, which I probably am. Um. So I have a couple
Second.
opinions
Yeah.
on this feminist campaign,
Uh-oh.
which is called Free the Nipple.
What?
You have not heard of this?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, women have decided,
Uh-huh.
correctly, I'd say, that it is
Okay.
unfair that men get to show their nipples and women
Uh-huh.
don't. And so they
Okay.
have decided that women need to just start showing their nipples more. And I was
Hmm.
like, that's a good thing. Very good thing. I support this wholeheartedly. Women need to walk around with their shirts off all the
I'm
time.
okay.
I agree
It's
with
gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be a tad bit nipply.
that.
Tit
A
nipply.
tit bit nipply.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see what you did there.
Especially here in
Um,
the Northwest, it's gonna be cold.
so that was my initial thought. I was like, that's a great, this is the best thing to ever happen to me.
I don't know. I don't know. The face sitting campaign in England is pretty great.
It's pretty great. But then I realized, wait, what if, like, what if this really catches on and then everyone stops wearing their shirts? Then, like, years down the line,
Yeah.
boobs just won't be special anymore. And I was like, I really enjoy boobs being special. Like, if they're not special, like, think of the children.
Think of the
Your
children.
child will never know how great boobs are because they'll just be an everyday thing. You need to hide them. So, like, the first time you take the bra off and you're just like, boobs.
It's pretty
It
magical.
is a
It's
wonderful, amazing moment in a boy's life.
Yep. It is.
And
That is definitely a key moment in a boy's life
it
when
really is.
the first time he gets to interact with
The
a lady's boobs.
first time, oh my God, I remember mine perfectly.
Yeah.
And like, if they were just always out there, there would that moment that we all shared as a collective, like half of the species practically. Well, I guess not exactly, but
That's that you're
yeah,
leaving out
whatever,
lesbians.
whatever. Yeah, I guess I'm accounting for lesbians. Because like gay guys it goes down, but then lesbians it goes up.
Oh, I
So
guess you're right. That's
it ends
true.
up being about half the population. Because I
Yeah.
assume lesbians and gay men are about equal in amounts. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. We apparently have more
Point
lesbians in the
being,
Northwest.
point being, that moment is very special, and to take that away from children is not okay. And I realize that is the most selfish thing I've thought of that opinion. So like I keep going back and forth. I'm like,
It's it's like Santa Claus. It's like Santa Claus.
boobs are like Santa Claus. You hear about him, and you're like, you're like, that sounds great. I want that to be a thing. Except for that boobs aren't a lie. They are exactly as
I'm
great
not gonna lie.
as you heard, if not better.
Yep.
They're so fantastic. And so like I mean like I don't know. But then I realized no, this is a feminist campaign, which
Hmm.
in our modern day means that it probably won't catch on that much.
No.
So only a few people will take their shirts off. And I was like, that's a good balance. I can live with
Yeah.
that. Just people are like, on occasion, like, I want to be able to walk around with my nipples out. And I'm like, good, you do that.
You do that.
And then if everyone took their shirt off, I'd be like, cool. But then, like, years later, I'd be like, oh, whatever.
I'm
So,
always really uncomfortable taking my shirt off in public, so
oh, me too, but that's like a weight thing, and
Yeah, I
That's
got. Well, I
completely
got these. I
different.
got these. I got these man
Yeah,
breasts.
I got some boobs I could show off, but that's less important.
It has nothing to do with
So,
my pasty pale skin and
yeah,
ginger hair.
yeah, like I don't know. I heard about that campaign and I thought about it quite a bit as to
It
whether or
seems like
not
it. Seems
I
like you
liked
put a
it.
lot of thought into it.
Well, I put a lot of thought into it, and then I was talking to Danielle, and she helped me flesh out my thoughts by hearing this discussion out loud the first time.
Uh
And I was
huh.
like, yeah, yeah, that's those are all
Yeah.
legitimate points that I have to take into consideration.
Yep. Yep.
And then she was like, but Evan, if everyone starts taking their shirt off, you gotta see the boobs you don't want to see.
Yeah,
And I
that's
was
true.
like, that's true, I guess, but that's like I don't know. I remember at Zombie Walk one year there was one woman just with no shirt on, and she was just walking
Nice.
around. Because in Portland that's legal.
Yeah.
As long as you're not doing it in a sexual fashion, you don't have to wear a shirt.
Nope.
Like as long as you're not just like, oh, check out my titties and like rubbing them in people's faces. But you
We're a
could just
very
walk
socially
around.
conscious society.
Yeah, you could just walk around without your shirt off, so that's fine. And there was this woman that was not in any way attractive. I'm sure to someone she's perfectly attractive. All people are beautiful to someone.
Yeah. Whatever.
But to me, she was not something that I desired.
I
And
was one of the beautiful people.
she walked by with no shirt on, and I was like, oh, there are some boobs. And like, it wasn't a second thought. It was like, okay, whatever. I don't want to look at those. But
Yeah.
if like someone more desirable walked by with their shirt off, I'd be like, yeah, that'd be the end of that.
Yeah.
Also, but these are all things that you need to know about.
Yep.
So that's a legitimate campaign right now. It's called Free the Nipple.
Huh.
Uh,
Interesting.
do with that as you will.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there are that many guys who walk around without shirts on, really. I
If
mean, it's usually a
I
very specific
was,
kind of guy.
I would never wear a shirt. Like if I
If you
had,
were fit.
if I had like I don't even need a six pack. I need like a not gut. And I just wouldn't wear a shirt. Like just go, yeah.
Look at my glorious body.
Look at my totally mediocre body. It's
I
nothing
know you want to
special.
touch it, ladies.
Mm.
Hmm.
Guys, you can touch it too. It's okay. I don't judge. You can rub my belly if you want to.
I'll take it as a
Just
compliment. It's all
yeah,
good.
yeah, I will accept compliments from pretty much anyone who wants to give them to me.
Yep.
So I feel like this is one of the least nerdy podcasts we've done. The first half was about how terrified of animals I am. And the second half was about boobs.
Hey, there's
But
nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with a good conversation
there
about boobs.
there's a
Just
little section in the middle about Star Wars and VR, but like that's about it.
oh, I went to I went to a store recently. It's called Scrap. It's in Portland, over on MLK and Knott, in the southeast
Not.
side, and they had this. They like it's a reuse recycle store, so they just have bins of like used and recycled crap everywhere. It's mostly for like artists and stuff, but it's all really cheap. And they had this giant bin full of Star Trek trading cards. So if there's any fans of Star Trek trading card game, go there. You'll have a lifetime supply of them.
Okay, so I was watching the kind of funny YouTube network. Um, Bunch of funny guys just quit their jobs, start their own YouTube network. pretty cool. But one of their shows is Conversation with Colin.
Mm.
And in that, they were talking about, I don't remember what the actual subject was, but
Mm-hmm.
at one point he was talking about how he had like all the Star Wars toys from like the late 90s to the early 2000s, like every
Yeah.
single action figure. And
Mm-hmm.
when he brought a girl to his room, he had them all set up in uh like a really nice case so that each action figure had like a slot in this case on his wall. They were all very nicely displayed. And
Uh-huh.
he said the line, uh, "Here are my Star Wars toys. Want to have sex?" And I was like, that is the greatest quote I've heard this week.
That
And
man,
underneath
that man has balls.
everyone is campaigning for them to start selling that as a T-shirt. So
I like it. I'd wear that.
I went to their website, and one of the T-shirts they were like doing their last sales on, like their final print. It's just a shirt where all it says on it is "hella," and I went to purchase this shirt because that is the funniest shirt. Just "hella," like
Hella.
like there is nothing else to it, no context, nothing really to
Nope.
do with anything on their channel.
Just hella.
"Hella," and it made me think of Zach. Because of when Tippy was like too tired to walk and couldn't get home, and she was like, "Can I get a ride?" He goes, "How tired are you?" And she's like, "I'm very
Hella.
tired." And he goes, "Say that you're hella tired." She's like, "I don't wanna." He's like,
I don't
"Say
wanna.
it." Just, "I'm
Say it.
hella tired." He goes, "Okay, I'll give you a ride." But like,
Oh,
ever
he
since then, I've
hated giving
associated
people
it with.
rides. He
I've
hated giving
associated.
people rides.
Well, seeing as how he was the only person with a car and license, I can
It's true, he
understand.
was.
We took full advantage of that friendship.
Yeah.
But yeah, hella the shirt and here are my Star Wars toys. Want to have sex? Two great things from Kinda Funny.
Yeah, it's true. Ugh. This calls for fortune cookie time
Fortune.
on your
Oh,
corner.
oh! I'll be right back. I have fortune cookies as well.
Oh, okay, cool. Going. I'm now opening the fortune cookie. This is the sound of opening a fortune cookie. Today's fortune cookie is brought to me by Fortune Cookie.
Uh,
Alright. Did you get it?
yeah. Okay, I have three of them.
Oh,
How
I
many
only got
should I,
one.
how many should I open?
One?
Oh, okay. Okay, this is my
Smells
fortune.
like cardboard.
My fortune is
Yeah?
not a fortune, as I guessed.
Oh.
You have an ambitious nature and will make a name for yourself in bed. Oh my.
Oh man. Okay.
I will make a name for myself. Like,
Ooh.
what would that even mean?
I have no idea.
It's like I'm world renowned. And they're like, I don't even know.
You're gonna make a name for yourself. I don't know.
Because of
Maybe
my
it'll be your.
ambitious nature.
Yeah, you're
I
just so
really want to keep that
ambitious.
fortune cookie.
Oh, look, he's so ambitious, like Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton. Let's not get too racist here. Come on.
Tree
No,
call.
that accent needs to go back to World War II and stay there.
Okay, so mine
Did you
is
already read it on the podcast?
no, I haven't read it
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
Mine is before you wonder, am I doing the right thing? Ask, am I doing the right thing?
What?
Before you
What?
wonder, am I doing the right thing? Ask, am I doing the right thing?
What? Before you wonder, am I doing the right thing? Ask, am I doing the... What? Well, I feel like you have to wonder it in order to have the thought, maybe I should ask someone.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
what? Or does it just think like you should ask people that all the time so that you never have to wonder it? Dead air. That's
Okay.
good radio.
So now we're gonna learn Chinese.
Wait.
Today we're learning the word golf.
Oh, okay. What is the word golf?
Gao Q.
Very good.
Gao
You pronounce that like a native
Gao
speaker
Fu Q.
of
I don't know why it's so
whatever
long.
language that was.
And my lucky numbers are 10, 26, 15, 16, 38, and 36.
See, mine didn't have anything on the other side.
What? You got a crappy fortune cookie.
I follow this one cosplayer who just found it. Someone sent her a picture of her Don't chew fortune cookies on air. It's gross. I want to eat mine, but I'm not because I'm not gross.
Nom nom nom.
So I follow this cosplayer who did a really good Elizabeth from BioShock 3.
Oh, which one is it?
It's not one of the particularly amazing ones.
Okay, because that's my favorite one.
No, but there is a poster that says BioShock Infinite. Selena Gomez is Elizabeth, and someone put Selena Gomez's face onto her face, and she's very upset. She's like, why is my face Selena Gomez? This is Dahlia Thomas. I guess go follow her if you're interested. But
Dahlia Thomas.
Dahlia. Gonna pimp that page, I guess.
Nice.
So yeah, watch as she gets like one follower, and
I know, right?
Like, I'll be like, that's
yes.
because of me. I'm gonna like message her and just be like, hey, I got you a follower.
I got you a
like,
follower.
Who are you? Go away.
I got you a follower. How about a quickie?
No. I am respectful of women. Says the guy who
you take them to
spent,
dinner
like,
first.
15 minutes talking about like whether or not they should wear shirts without actually like considering whether or not they want to wear shirts. Because, their opinion is not coming into my state of mind, apparently.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious about that. Like, is it, because I know it's not comfortable for women to not wear, like women with larger breasts, if they don't wear a bra, they get like back pains and stuff, so.
It's all personal preference.
Yeah. Although I've also heard that if you it is that our bodies, because you wear a bra your whole life, that it actually creates those problems.
The muscles that hold up the boobs get weak because they're being held up.
Yeah, and like if you didn't wear a bra your whole life, that those muscles would actually be stronger.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, there's plenty of weird theories on it.
It's true. Who knows? I'm not a woman. I don't have a mangina.
I got a mangina.
I got something to show you.
Oh,
man,
dude.
I'm really losing my voice. This is not good.
Dude.
Yeah?
There's a picture of 66 Batman Catwoman's butt on this list of 5 reasons 60s Batman TV show is better than you think on crack.com. And I'm like...
That show was great. I like that show.
That is the best Catwoman butt that has ever been live action.
I'm going to have to look this up now.
Because, like, they've been doing it for a while. How many different live action Catwomans have there been? So
I don't know.
There was the 60s one. Then there was the Tim Burton one. Then there's the new one. And then there's the Catwoman movie one, which doesn't really count. Because I'm talking Selena Kyle, which that person was not. So. Yeah. Oh, hey, James Farr is on Skype.
I just typed in Catwoman's butt on Google.
Okay, I feel like
There's
this
lots of
episode is
them.
getting really creepy. This is why we need women on the show to like keep us in check.
Keep us balanced out. I don't know.
We need Heidi
Heidi
back on so she can be like, guys, you're being fucking gross.
Heidi's
You,
just as bad as
you
us.
need to know Emily's just as bad as us.
Yeah. Well, she
Emily,
shares our perspective.
yeah, yeah. I feel like Heidi would be able to be like, guys, well, how's about we talk about something other than boobs? And I'd be like, there's something other than boobs?
Well, you know I'm an ass and leg man, so
Well, I am as well, but you know, I don't feel the need. Those weren't in the cards today so much as besides Catwoman's butt.
yeah, Catwoman's butt. Them yams.
Sam's is giving me the vapors.
Oh my heavens to Betsy.
So,
I've been using the term heavens to Betsy a lot
well,
lately.
you need to stop that. That is unacceptable.
People are gonna think I'm some kind of Southern Belle or something.
Oh, dear me. Lego announced Scooby-Doo Legos. Did you hear
How
about
do they
that?
look? How do they? No.
Oh, they look pretty good.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
my
Did they
problem with
do?
it, I suppose, is that Scooby looks too much like Scooby.
Oh, really?
Like, it's just the one piece that's just this is Scooby. Where I'd kind of like him to be like more of the old-fashioned Lego animals, where they were a little more generic and like movable and stuff.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't look like he moves or anything.
Yeah, no, it's just a piece. But I gotta say the Shaggy and the Fred and the Mystery Machine and the Zombie, those are all
Yeah, they look.
pretty good
Oops.
looking Legos.
Yeah, they actually look really good.
I feel like we could have an entire podcast just about how great Legos are.
It's because Legos are
Like not
amazing.
even an episode, but a whole show. Like every week we could just talk about Legos.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just reformat and we'll just call this the Lego Cast. Lego
No, that'll
Cast.
be our new cast.
The new cast.
We'll start
We
a
could barely
second
we could
show.
barely do
We'll
this
barely
show.
do this one, but we'll start a second one where
Uh,
spend an hour every week talking about Legos.
yeah.
Man, Legos is the fucking best. Oh, so there's this whole like competition thing on this one
Uh-huh.
Facebook page where they asked everyone to submit redesigns of Darth Vader and Stormtroopers,
Oh,
and they're
interesting.
getting some hella cool stuff out of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll send you the page. It's
Yeah, send that to me.
pretty awesome.
I would
Um,
definitely like to see that.
so it's Brainstorm is the name of the
Mm-hmm.
page.
Yeah.
And yeah, like every post is just people's custom redesigns, how they would have done it, like weird versions of Vader and Stormtroopers. And they have like a crazy wide range of different ideas.
Oh, wow.
And if you just, yeah,
I really like the very first one, the Arabian Darth Vader. That's really cool.
that one's, yeah, pretty weird with like the weird turban thing on.
He's got like a weird turban. He's got like one eye.
Well, go
It's like
down until you
it's
see the
really cool.
creepy, like, zombie one with the lightsaber and stuff in his
Oh,
face. And, like, that's
that's
weird.
pretty cool.
Oh, and then there's like a
Where he's almost like
bug
Pyramid Head. It's like
samurai
Pyramid Head.
one. Yeah, this is pretty
Oh,
cool. There's a lot of really cool stuff on here right now.
yeah, the Samurai one.
There's
Um,
cool stormtroopers. And, yeah, so that's a thing that you guys can all check out. Brainstorm.
yeah, that's. I like the idea of him having one eye as a new. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That one's really badass. What's that one
Well,
called?
well, you
That
can look
one's
at
really
those
cool.
later because no one else can see them.
Yeah, but
So
they're so cool. They're
I
just
know,
so
I
cool.
know, they're very cool.
I want I want my reactions.
So for Christmas, Danielle made me a candle that smells like, I
Sandalwood.
think, no, it's like cake or something,
Oh, okay.
but it just smells like dessert, just
So you're
generic
hungry.
dessert.
You're just hungry now.
No, but when I sit down next to it and I get like a whiff of it, I was
Hmm.
just like, damn, that smells like dessert.
Yeah.
This is a good smelling candle.
Have you seen the
And
episode of
like,
Seinfeld where George starts dating this girl who, when they have sex, she likes to burn this vanilla smelling candle. It smells like cake, and so he gets hungry every time they're having sex, and eventually it gets to the point where whenever he's eating, he has an orgasm because they're
yes,
associated.
that show did a lot for comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
I got this sandalwood candle that I've been burning a lot lately. I like
Okay,
it.
because that was my next question, which was as a straight single man,
Yeah,
how does it stand with me having a cake
a
smelling
candle.
candle next to my bed?
I have, I have,
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Post in the comments.
yeah, I have 4 candles in my room. I have like a
Yeah, but
little candle stand.
you're a very
And
sensitive guy.
what are you trying to
You're
say? Huh? You saying I'm not a good mayor? You saying I'm
saying
not
I'm
a
not a
good
good mayor.
mayor?
Oh my goodness.
I got lots of
It's
candles. I like candles. They're relaxing.
eh, ew. I just saw a really creepy zombie Vader. That is totally what he should have looked like. Because it's like when his mask comes off, and it's just this disgusting corpse with like tubes going into his nose and mouth and all this
Oh,
weird stuff.
nice.
And I'm like, that's really gross. That's good. This Vader should have been grosser rather than just like a fat guy with a couple cuts on his forehead. He's
Yeah.
so fat.
Well,
But
wouldn't
when
you
they
get
take the
fat?
mask off, the actor that they used, like, I guess it's a lot of like pudging up, like his
Yeah,
neck stuff is pudging up his face,
I
but
think so.
it's like there's no way that tall, powerful, sword wielding warrior was like tubby.
Well, Darth Vader doesn't do much in the future. He just kind
I,
of walks around and be cool.
you see him sitting like once in the movie. But his cheeks are just like they're droopy. He has big droopy cheeks. Maybe it's the angle. Maybe it's just the
Maybe
angle.
he is laying
But
down.
I remember every time I saw it, I was like, look how big and droopy his cheeks are.
Well, he's old too. He's old.
He's the worst. What? What?
He shouldn't have cheeks. He should have no cheeks.
He should have no cheeks. You're correct. Facebook is doing this thing where I can't right click in things.
Would
It's
you
like
just send me? Just send
I
me a
sent you
link.
a picture of him so you can agree with me
No, I know what he looks
about how
like.
chubby his cheeks are. He's got like some cuts on his head. I
I
remember
think
when I was
I
little.
think a lot of it is that it's just all pudged up around his face, and the cheeks or the way the cuts are on his face, they kind of make. I think they kind of accent the fact that they are that droopiness. They don't
So
really
when I
fit the
was
term
little,
droopy.
I had this great theory on the
Yeah.
reason that Darth Vader went to the dark side is one time he fell and cut his head open, and it made him really angry, and that's why he's Darth Vader.
That's a good one.
As soon as they showed like him without the helmet on. Oh, you know what's great?
What?
The line where his bald cap is super obvious. Like that is one of the most obvious bald cap lines I have ever seen.
We should go
That's
back and see if
wonderful.
George Lucas fixed that.
See me blurred it a little bit, added some
Yeah.
wrinkles to the bald cap, and then like
There's
the
just
shape
there's
up at
just
the
a
top
ton
of
of
his head.
wrinkles.
Oh my
George
god.
Lucas just adds all these CGI wrinkles to his face. All these cuts and wrinkles. Makes him look like the Emperor. Oh, I wonder if they made his eyes yellow in the new movies.
Oh god damn it. That should be a thing. No, because he's not fallen to the dark side when he dies, remember? You think when you go back to the light side your eyes turn back to normal?
No,
That's canon.
it is.
Yeah, because Darth Vader's eyes would have been yellow.
I don't
Because
know.
they
I
turn
haven't
yellow in
watched. I
episode
have not
three.
watched the newest version of Star Wars, so I can't say if his eyes are yellow
Yeah,
or not.
well, fuck the newest version of Star Wars. But Evan, it's canon.
God damn it.
I love consistent universes. And whenever there is a discrepancy, it makes me very upset.
Yeah, I agree.
Liam Neeson. Okay,
Well,
um,
what?
Strange Magic is coming out real soon.
Uh huh.
That's the movie that George Lucas kind of had a hand in,
Yeah.
and it's a musical, and this is all I know about it so far. But I'm just looking up reviews, and they're exactly what I expected them to be. IMDb gives it a 5 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 1 star out of 5, an 11%
Oh,
rating,
that's not good.
which just really, really cements the fact that everything George Lucas touches now is just poison.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh wow, there's a list of all the opening movies, and their scores are 13%, 13%, 11%, 47%, 81. So all the movies opening this week, like they're all terrible except for one, which Rotten Tomatoes is just like, we like this one.
What's the
We
one
really like
that's
this one.
good?
Black Sea. Oh hey,
Black
it's got that one
Sea.
guy.
Black
Um,
Sea.
Jude Law is the main in it. I know
Well,
nothing
then
about it,
I already like it.
but yeah. So apparently there is one good movie coming out this week. Okay,
Black
Paddington
Sea.
Bear. Rotten Tomatoes gives Paddington Bear a 98 out of 100, certified fresh.
They liked it?
And I have heard only good things about it.
Huh.
And I mean, I just saw that trailer in the theaters,
Yeah,
and it
you
looked like
missed.
garbage.
It didn't look good.
Total garbage. That
It
movie
looked as good
was
as
so
Black
bad.
Annie.
Hey, what? That movie looked unnecessary.
It was unnecessary.
But
I don't even like real Annie. I think that's
I
a
don't
stupid
either.
story.
Real Andy's dumb. But like it's a classic, and like just let it be.
Like, are they gonna
If
remake
you don't,
Mary Poppins
if
next?
you
Like,
wanted
come
to
on.
remake Annie, the fact that they used like an inner city black orphan girl who was like picked up by this guy, and I'm like, that's good, good that they're doing this to be like, hey, look at their life and all that, and creating a role model for these kids and these little girls to look up to and all that. But like
The
then
music was
they would
awful.
started singing and it was
Yeah,
so
it
heavily
was awful.
auto-tuned that it hurt my
It's
ears.
awful. No
I
one in
was
that
like
movie could sing.
I was like, this is garbage. Like that movie could have been done well. That's what I think. I
Yeah.
think that movie could have been fine, except for the singing and the music was
Oh,
so
the
bad.
singing was awful. And you know what? The casting wasn't good. I don't think the casting was very good. I don't like the cast.
I have nothing against the cast except for the woman. What's her
Yeah,
name?
I don't like her very
She
well
was,
either.
I remember The Mask. I enjoyed The Mask, and I am done. That's 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 where she was good.
Um, I think they should have cast Idris Elba Has all the
No,
roles in Black
no,
Annie.
no.
Has all the roles.
Oh, as
He
all
could have
the
played
roles, he could
Black.
even
He
play
could have
Annie.
played. Yeah,
I
he'd
would
play
see.
Annie.
I would see the hell out of Idris Elba
and
playing Annie.
and he'd wear
He'd wear the wig and everything.
the red afro, like the little red one. And it'd be super dramatic.
It's
Because
a
have you heard
hard
him
knock
sing?
life.
Have you heard him sing? He can
No,
sing.
I have
He
not.
can sing.
Really? I bet he
I
can.
think so.
He's just talented at everything.
He is.
Have you seen the picture where you can see the outline of his dick in his pants?
Yeah.
Damn, that thing is huge. Like, that man is clearly just the best of us. Yep. So that's the thing. You're not gonna help me fill this air where you're just leaving it. You're like, I'm
Nope.
just on my phone.
Well, I'm trying to see if I can find Idris Elba singing, but I can't right now. So
I'll look it up later.
yeah, I wanted to see if I could find him singing, but I don't
Just the thing's even bigger than I remember.
know. Are you looking
It's
at it
like,
now?
well, yeah, I'm looking at it.
God damn it!
God, that thing's like, it's like
I'm eating
3
my
inches
fortune
around.
cookie.
It's like the tubes of summer sausage that you could like knock someone out with. And my favorite thing about it is that he's wearing like a suit and like orange flip flops in this picture. Because it's like he's being filmed, and he was just like,
Mhm.
"Are you gonna shoot my feet?" And they're like, "No." And he's like, "All right, I'm wearing flip flops. I ain't gonna wear shoes. There's so much work." Oh, but then there's another picture of him in the exact same outfit with like his dick still being outlined, but in this one he's wearing shoes. So what happened? Oh my God, what happened to his shoes? Did did he go out there wearing flip flops and they turned into shoes?
I
Or did
think
he
we just
go out there
unearthed a
wearing shoes
conspiracy.
and they turned into flip flops?
It's a conspiracy theory. We just unearthed it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
We can
God.
call up ancient aliens right now.
Austin, what happened? Ancient
Jared?
aliens. Have you seen those pictures of Idris Elba's dick outline? Well, if you look away from his dick, which is it's hard to do, I know. His shoes, they just change. Look at it, Austin. Look at the change of shoes. What's going on? What even happened? Oh, I don't like Idris Elba anymore. Here's a picture of him wearing Toms. I can't like anyone that wears Toms.
If anybody could wear Toms and be okay, and I could be okay with it, it would be him.
Yeah. That's because he should be Batman. God damn, he'd be such a good Batman.
He'd be a good Batman. He'd be good anything.
Best Batman. He'd be.
I wanna see a movie
No.
where he's the only character.
I don't think he could be
All
Superman.
the roles. I do.
I don't think he could be Superman.
I think he'd be the greatest Superman there's ever been.
I think he's just too intimidating. Like, he's just so powerful that even like if he's being the nicest guy ever, you'd just be like, you're too nice. I need to escape. I can't be near you because I'm not worthy.
You know what they need to do? They need to make a Static Shock movie and have him be Static
No,
Shock.
he can't be Static Shock. I would see him play every character in that because then he could play Static Shock and Static Shock's nerdy white friend.
Yeah.
Hey, Static, I invented a board that you can float on. I was like, oh, thank you. And it's just the camera going back and forth like Smeagol Gollum style.
That's exactly right.
I'm so. Oh, he could be the new Blade, though.
He could be the new
Ah.
Blade. That would be really cool.
Ah.
That would be really cool. That could bring back the Blade
Ah.
series.
No, he deserves better than Blade.
Yes, he does, but I think that could he could bring back the Blade series, and it'd be really cool because I like that series.
Yeah. If they introduced Blade in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like, he'd be
But he
a good
couldn't-
choice for that.
I feel like he's too brutal for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Um, I'd say no because I think he would work perfectly fine on the Netflix shows.
Yeah.
Like he'd fit in real well next to Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Daredevil and Jessica Jones. Like, because those
Yeah.
shows are going to be pretty dark apparently, and they're all street level heroes, and he's just like, I'm a vampire with a motorcycle. I have katanas, and I'm a badass.
I'm a black guy.
That too. They already have Luke Cage to say that.
Yeah.
Power Man. Oh, Power Man. Power Man. Okay, so you know what I noticed about Power Man the other day
No, what?
is that in his original Power Man costume, his belt was a chain,
Yeah.
and it always had like chain links hanging down.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, like half the time, it
Mm-hmm.
snapped in half, but somehow it doesn't fall off. And
It
I'm
just
like,
hangs there.
why doesn't that half a link slip out? It's just stuck there. I love you search Power Man and you get like the cheesiest Power Man pictures right next to the coolest Luke Cage pictures. And it's like they really did a good job rebooting that character.
Yeah, they did.
He went from a guy whose V-neck reaches his pants because it wasn't a V-neck, it's just a totally open shirt, but it's tucked in
Yep.
and
Hey, free
buttons
the
up like
nipple.
to
Free
hide
the
his.
nipple.
Well, it's hiding his nipples and his belly button, but it's showing off his six pack.
See, why can't Batgirl wear that? Like,
Batgirl can wear that. Superhero Austin,
no,
Emma
no,
Frost,
Power Girl. Power Girl should wear that.
Emma Frost, Austin,
Emma Frost.
and then Starfire. So
Yes. Yes. But
and
we all know Raven is where it's at. We're all about Raven.
we are all about Raven here. Raven is this. So I searched Power Man, and I'm scrolling down. Look at all these cool Power Man, Iron Fist, kicking ass. And then there's this picture of this like old man with a beard, the cowboy hat, sitting around a cactus in Texas that looks like a giant penis.
God damn
He's just like, look at my prickly dick.
it.
And I'm like, old man, what you doing?
That's a word for
What are you doing with that giant prickly penis? I just wish when
it.
he was like scooting up to it, he scooted just a little too close. Got his crotch all stabbed by it. And he's like, oh no. Yeah, that'd be a thing. Austin,
Yeah.
you have to take part in the conversation. You can't just be on your phone.
I'm looking for things.
Oh, there's a badass Power Man cosplay. They did it perfectly. In that it's like exactly cheesy enough.
Yeah.
The afro could be bigger.
Oh, local fact is Wizard World Comic Con's this
This
weekend.
weekend.
Started today.
Oh yeah, it did start today.
Yep. I thought about going, but nobody else was going to be able to go with me, so.
I'm also considering going Sunday, and Danielle's considering going Sunday.
Oh, really?
Andrew and Blake are considering going Sunday
Why are you guys all going on Sunday?
because that's the day that we can go.
You sons of bitches. I could have gone. I can't go Sunday. Because I work the first half of Sunday.
Whoa. I did
What?
not know that there was a second generation Power Man. That's crazy. He's
Sick.
like a skinny little version. He's got like a wallet chain. Oh, bitch. Oh, and here's a picture of him punching Luke Cage. No. No. I will accept no Power Man but Luke Cage. Who is this Victor Alvarez?
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Alvarez.
Alvarez.
I can't even say it. Never mind.
You can't. That's right. That's
I'm
right.
trying to correct you on something that I can't do.
Oh, dude. So, did you hear about the Vixen animated television series or animated web series that's gonna be part of the Arrow Flash universe?
No, I haven't.
Do you remember Vixen from Justice League Unlimited?
Yeah.
That Jon Stewart was involved with for a while, and she
Mm-hmm.
like take on the attributes of
Yeah,
one
yeah.
animal at a time or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting an animated series based in the Arrow Flash universe, and it's gonna be like a web series, so it's gonna like put up a new episode every week, but it's all animated. Which
That's interesting.
it being animated is super cool because they can do things that they can't do just because of like budget restrictions and stuff in the real show.
Yeah. Which is
And
good for her character.
yeah, totally. And then also the people making Power Girl or the Supergirl TV show, all of them are trying to get it so that it can cross over with Arrow and Flash.
Oh, that's cool.
So, oh, also, this is possible news. Uh, Marvel Comics right now is having a huge event where all of their universes, all of their different
Yeah.
Earths, are being
Yeah.
thrown together into one Earth. It's called like Battle Earth or something.
Uh-huh.
And so all of their different worlds are becoming one world. And the cinematic universe and the comics universe are kind of starting to become like more heavily connected in the Marvel world.
Mm-hmm.
And Marvel, the comics are taking a lot from the show or from the movies, and movies taking a lot from the comics. And this allows Miles Morales to be part of the main universe in comics, which would be a great deal for Marvel to make.
Spider-Man.
Get that Miles Morales Spider-Man in the next Avengers movie.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover is Miles Morales. That would make me so happy.
That would make me really happy.
God damn it, that'd be so good.
That would be the best secret in comics ever.
They're just like, oh, here's awesome Spider-Man with a better suit and super cool, and he's got like stinging stun powers. My only problem with him is that he's like 13 at the beginning. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't like my characters that young.
No, it doesn't
I
make
have a
much
harder
sense.
time relating to them and understanding their problems.
I
Because
agree.
although I was just there, I was never really part of that, and I was like, fuck your drama.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go be weird and alone.
So I changed the background on my computer to breakfast, and it's great.
Why?
Because I
Oh,
like
no,
breakfast.
no. Why do people eat anything but breakfast?
Because people are idiots.
That's right. That's right, they are. Parks and Rec is such a good show. If
It
you've
was
not
a
watched
great
that
show.
show, go watch that show. The first season sucks, but watch it.
Yeah, it's a great show.
It's a great show. Okay. I feel like we are running out of steam.
Yeah, I think we are. I think it's because we're so tired.
And I'm
And we're
tired
both.
and feeling
Yeah.
sick. And yeah.
My voice is starting to give out on me
So,
too.
there
All right,
you go,
guys.
everyone.
There it is. There it is.
Follow
We
us.
just shat on a plate. You get to eat it now.
Yep.
Grab
That
a
went
spoon.
out with the fizzliest of fizzles. Our official non-content was as non-content as we could do. And, yeah.
Hey, what do you want from me?
If you're hearing this part of the episode, like, I'm sorry, I guess,
I guess.
that you're so devoted that you listen to this part, and we are
No,
just like,
no.
we're just like,
Thank you.
well,
Thank you for listening to this part of the podcast.
yeah, thank you, definitely, thank you. I
This is
apologize
this.
that we suck, and you are cool enough to like stick with us.
Yeah, nobody
You
does.
deserve better.
I know nobody listens all the way through. I've checked.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, yeah, definitely check out our Facebook page. We
Facebook
post lots
page,
of articles
YouTube
and
page, we
stuff
have a
there.
Twitter.
Yeah. We got some good
Um,
stuff on there.
we don't really update our Twitter. Heidi needs to start updating her Twitter.
Yeah.
She signed on as our official social media correspondent, like controller,
Yep. Yep.
and she is doing a shitty job.
She's done the awfulest job.
How many things on our Nerd Corner Facebook page has she uploaded? Like none of it?
None. None of
All
it.
me
I
and
know
you?
you did. You do a lot. I did some.
Anytime I see something that makes me angry, I post it. Or something
Yeah.
that makes me laugh way more than it should.
Yeah.
Like Joaquin Phoenix's forehead and don't click on suspicious links.
Yep.
Suspicious links.
You
He's
idiot.
got that like looking around all shady look on his face. It's a good
Also, if you
picture.
want to check out some cool art, you can follow me on Instagram at EmberKid21.
Oh, your latest screen print?
Yeah.
I really like that one. That's a good
Good.
one.
Thanks.
The girl in the frame.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good one. It
It's.
was very Studio Ghibli looking to me,
Oh, really?
which may have been because you've been on a kick, but
Yeah, it's true. I've been watching lots of Studio Ghibli lately, so.
like not I don't know. That's good. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
All right.
It's good
Cool.
looking.
Yeah.
It's some good art.
Yep. Well, that's not even the print. That was it's the layout
Yeah.
thing for it, but the print I'll make next Monday, or I'll make on Monday. Anyway, all right, guys, thanks so much for listening to this episode of Nerd Corner, and we'll see you later. That's it. That's how you're gonna end it. Just.